Hello everybody, Mitzi Cruz here, host of Lincoln Live. Today we are live from one of Lincoln's most amazing treasures, the Art League of Lincoln, and we are talking with Deidre Trudeau, and I'm going to let her tell you about her position here with the Art League, and then also if you could start off by telling us a little bit about yourself, that'd be great.
Sure, Mitzi, thank you very much for being here. I'm excited. My position is the managing director. It's so new to me. I'm sorry. Executive manager. I finally have it right. And my list of duties and responsibilities here is as long from here to the parking lot. So my main focus, of course, is art, celebrating art, helping the community understand the value of celebrating and bringing and enjoying art in their community. Having a venue that is freely accessible to not only the community but to the artists and professional artists who need a place to show. My background a little bit, I've been here in Sacramento region for exactly 30 years this last August.
Wow.
And I've been involved in the arts directly for over 25 of those years, and half of that has been with organizations. And most of that's been volunteering.
Oh.
Yeah, so, and from everything from historical town regions and all throughout the whole region, 6 county-wide region, to arts leagues, art organizations, and myself as professionally, I've been a graphic designer for over 30 years and a professional artist for almost 40 years. I can't believe I can say those numbers, seriously. So putting it all together, this is just sort of the perfect storm for me right here in the Arts League of Lincoln. It's close by, it's in a historically preserved area. It has a lot of room to grow because of the community and how it's growing exponentially, and also Lincoln Arts themselves has a phenomenal mission that they've created for themselves that aligns with me and everything that I stand for, from repurposing, conservation, supporting the environment, celebrating the environment through arts and agriculture, and it just is amazing.
You were made for this position.
Thank you, I think so.
Yeah. So how did you hear about the position when it opened up?
So I have a large artist friend and professional facilitators network.
Sure.
And there it was. It just came by my screen one day online from a member here, Gia McNutt. And I looked at it and I thought, wow. And I really just quickly assessed everything that was going on because I've been out of business since March with COVID. And it was time for me to experience and feel a change and explore a new avenue. And I just looked at it and I said, you know, I'm going to try for it. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, I'll just keep working as hard as I always do.
Sure.
And here I am.
Perfect.
Yes.
And so how long have you been here in this role?
So I started September 16th.
Oh, okay.
Last 2 weeks in September.
Oh.
And we have hit the ground running.
Yes.
I mean, we have not spared a single moment. And we have already, they had a nice laundry list of wishes. And I assessed the ones that were doable, things that we could get branded and promoted on time and shared with the right organizations, and it's all just falling into place. As a matter of fact, this morning at 7:30 I pushed go on a grant request, and if we get it, it's going to allow us to roll out a new video lesson program specifically for junior high students.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
That's amazing. I love that.
So all the pegs are fitting together, and as long as we keep everything running smoothly and everybody's enjoying measurable success through this, we're all good.
Perfect.
Yes, so ION 2021 is very much for us to find or create and develop our own signature event. And we're going to jump right into what's been consistently celebrated here, which is Clay Day.
Yeah.
And we've got a whole plan already mapped around all of that.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that. That, you know, it's one of those events, and obviously this is one of the organizations that has just really poured into the Lincoln community and really connected the dots when it comes to young local artists that have been creating art for quite a while, and just really celebrating that the lost art of art.
The community, the education community here is so on it as far as their eyes on ceramics, clay, photography, and art, and I am so excited to jump in and do all that with them. They got shut down in 2020, so they kept all of their plans, and they're going to come out fully loaded in 2021. Then we're all doing it together.
I love it.
Yeah, thank you.
So talk to us about, I know this year's been kind of crazy for all of us and has caused a lot of shifting in our normal routines and things like that. So how has the Art League been able to kind of navigate these waters?
Well, that's another perfect storm. They were able financially to look at their bottom line from now until the end of 2021, and it allowed us to be able to kind of shelter in and really develop an amazing plan for the next 2 years. So it was like a gift, almost a gift, to be able to shut down a little bit, regroup, revamp, reorganize, and that's what we're doing now. But we are open every Saturday until December 19th. And we will be open starting in November, Wednesdays through Saturday.
Oh, great.
11 to 3, those are the hours, and it's all with masks and personal protection and sanitizers and everything like that. We've been very careful here.
Yes. So talk to us about the location that we're at, because I know a lot of our audience may not be familiar. So tell everybody where we're at.
Well, the remarkable thing is we are 1 block away from downtown, but we've got just such a big street, position that it feels like we're much farther away. So that's going to be part of our program, is for us to connect the dots and connect us into downtown a little bit. We're 586th Street, right off of the main drag. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're right across the street from the City of Lincoln building.
Which has a rotunda, which we will be showing art on and off throughout the entire year. Right now, as of this last weekend, Rockland Fine Arts put up their show for this. They'll be up until 2 months. Nice show. And the rotunda is beautiful. We're going to be definitely utilizing that to our greatest advantage.
I love that. So talk to us about, there's some different events that you guys host throughout the year, and we're actually right in the middle of the month of October, which is significant. So tell everybody about that.
Yes. This is Seasons Imagined, and it's an annual membership show. We'll be doing it every year, and it's a way for the members to hear the title of the show and possibly do work specifically to fit the theme. And we have 3 top place winners and an honorable mention. You'll have to come in and find out who they are and see which ones they are. Very exciting. And so this coming Saturday, we will be hosting a small, very modest award ceremony for the winners. But we'll be open 11 to 3 if anybody wants to come in to see it. And then we are also just kicked off our annual fundraiser.
Okay.
So this is our first year. It's called Make a Difference in 2020. And that's going to be building up our coffers for all of 2021. And all of those programs are designed to build up for 2022. So we're going to be rolling out this year sort of mini versions of everything that's going to be major in 2022.
Perfect. Yeah. Love it. So how about these pieces behind us? Talk to us about kind of what's showcased here. I know you guys can just see the art, but there's so many more things that are offered here at the Art League, so I'll let you kind of take it away on that.
We will. We're going to be offering lessons. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of moving into that phase now to explore what the community is really, really very hungry for.
Sure.
Definitely youth series. One of the things I'm most partial to is I specialize as a teaching artist in multi-generational.
Oh.
So I can host parties and art lessons that grandma and the little ones and everybody can do together and really enjoy one another.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of satellite galleries, the Spotlight Gallery, that's going to have things on and off, but we're just at the very early stages of really defining what it all is. But we'll have adult classes, youth classes, online. We just rolled out our first video yesterday by Gia, and it's announcing our fundraiser, but that's more along the lines of what we're going to be getting into using today's media for lessons too.
Got it.
And then in November we have an amazing 3-day workshop by Liam. I'm sorry, Liam. Anyways, he's a world-renowned watercolor artist.
Wow.
He's the top author in the North Light Book Club, which is a pretty well-known artist series. Mm-hmm. And he's going to be teaching on Zoom exclusively for our organization.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And it can be a national event because people can tune in from anywhere. But yeah, got to go onto our website, artleagueoflincoln.com, and you'll see all of our events right on that front page.
How about paint and sips? Is that something that you guys have explored?
Well, that's something I have professionally facilitated for over 6 years.
Oh my goodness.
Including huge ones, like for over 100 people. We haven't talked about it yet, but we have a beautiful outdoor space.
Yes.
And it's a very large, very generous outdoor space, so we're going to try to fit all that into.
That
Paint and
sounds
party, if we can do art and party at the same time, that's just all good.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, awesome.
So if you've watched this show before, you know how this works. We love to open up the discussion to our audience. So what questions do we have from our audience?
So I'm curious with the open studio in November.
Oh, good. Great question. We are going to be doing it. We are going to be an open location. We're, of course, practicing no more than 8 people, 10 altogether with the representatives. And that's a beautiful time to come out and explore. You'll have to go on the Placer County Arts Council's website to find out where all the locations are, and especially attention to which locations are only online,
Okay.
and which ones are physical locations. Yeah.
Also, so you guys are also tied into the beautiful art walk that we have here in Lincoln as well, right? That's the art map and everything of that nature.
Yeah, the mural.
Yeah, are there more murals that are going to be rolled out in the coming year?
We're just now talking about that
Okay.
too. You know, we're going to have a revisit in a couple of months, because a lot of the things that we're talking about will be solidified with dates and times and other organizations that are going to be involved with us, and I'll be able to answer those questions so much better. But yeah, the mural, it's really pretty cool. There's a map online.
Yes.
And it's very expressive, very large, beautiful murals to enjoy.
They're amazing.
I want to do some public art, as in not just public display, but where the public comes and does art together.
Oh, I
Big
love that.
splashy things. I've done quite a few of those over the years as fundraisers, and they work out really well. And the community gets to feel like they have their hand, you know, specifically in the art project. And then they can go on tour and tour and just display in different ways. We're also, and this is very tentative, we haven't hammered this out, but a lot of people are excited about it if we can manage to get it done by 2021, which is a plein air project, 2 weekends. Do you know what plein air is?
No.
Outdoor painting. And we're going to have stations throughout either the wineries or maybe a couple of the farms,
Sure.
and then put the show up here the following weekend. So it's those kind of things that we really want to immerse ourselves into: the community, agriculture, microbrews, any kind of thing that's really, you know, a nice, strong definition of this area. Totally jump on it and immerse it and party with it with art.
I love it. So for the folks that are watching that may have a young artist in their life, how would someone who's interested get maybe their child or grandchild or somebody connected with you to be able to display art or enter the mini shows?
Okay, so right now we are going to go into younger ages, but
Yeah.
right now we're going to be focused on junior high and high school.
Okay.
Because that's already a rolling program that we're just going to, you know, reevaluate and ramp up. Then after that, we'll go into lower and younger ages.
Yeah.
And it's going to be hands-on. Any event that's in the area, hopefully we'll have the time and resources to be a booth at the event with live action painting, and we'll always announce that ahead of time. I call it make and take, you know, where they can come and do things. We do things like artist trading cards and splash paint, and I do environmental art where you just pour it down and put water on it and then let it lay flat and see how that works out. And
Oh.
Yeah.
I love that.
Thank you. And so online, specifically, our first grant is going to be for junior high school. We're going to start off with 5 lessons, all around the illusions you can create while drawing. So that's the first one, and we're still hammering that out. And then March and April, the high school and junior high will be putting on an art show here, but we also have a couple of satellite locations that they'll be enjoying, and they'll be hosting their own one-night evening receptions at the high school themselves.
That's amazing.
That's what we have so far, but there's going to be a lot more we're rolling out at the same time.
I can't wait. I'm so
Thank you.
excited.
Yeah, I am too. It's, you know, it's like it's wide open, really.
Right.
And people are hungry for it, and we've got the space and time, and I think it's going to be a really beautiful program.
Yeah, absolutely. So what other questions do we have from the audience?
I have a question. I noticed that there's always these different names. Chris, how do you get your artwork in the?
This is a membership show,
Okay.
so they're all members, and any member is openly invited. Depending on the sizes that they bring in or the amount of pieces, not all the pieces will make it in. The curator, Maria Soto, has to decide. She understands very clearly how much space we have. And we only, I don't want to say rejected because they weren't rejected, but there was only 3 pieces that weren't appropriate because of the size that couldn't make it into the show. And you can see we're hosting it quite well, and it's diverse, which I really love. It's a combination of photography, oil, acrylic, watercolor, a little 3-dimensional, some sculpture, nice variety. And it's really fun to see a theme show, and this one being Seasons Imagine. When you look at a show and keep the title in your mind, it's a third level of conversation that you have with the artist about why did they choose that particular piece to be in this show. So it's fun to see that way.
Love that. Love that. That's awesome. So I did want to go ahead and move on to the raffle because I think you guys are going to be super excited about this raffle prize. For those of you that have not visited the Art League of Lincoln, there are so many different things that are available. There are pieces of jewelry such as the one that Deidre is wearing currently. There are scarves. There are cards.
Wearable art, functional art.
Yes.
Yep. Greeting cards, all custom handmade greeting cards.
Yes. So all kinds of things, something for everyone. So all you have to do to be entered into the raffle is share this live video by noon tomorrow. Comment shared in the comments below, and then that enters you into the raffle. So just don't forget to comment shared because I won't necessarily see your share if you don't comment shared. But it's $25 for any merchandise within the Art League. So definitely enter. And again, don't forget to share this live video, comment shared, and you'll be entered. So before we wrap up, did you have any final thoughts or anything that we hadn't really dove into?
Probably the last thing I'd like to leave on is that we are actively having a fundraiser now, and even $1, no amount is too small. The video that was created yesterday, if you look at it, it will tug on your heart and soul, and it brings the purpose, the celebration, and the meaning to why it's important to keep arts alive right here in downtown Lincoln, right to the very forefront. So, and it's got live links, and you can go and do your thing, do your donation thing.
Great. Well, we'll definitely share that and give you guys the opportunity to be involved and to help support this amazing Lincoln treasure. And Deidre, I have just had such a pleasure chatting with you today.
Likewise, very much. I'm grateful for you to be here today.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for joining us, and thank you guys for joining us as well. And you guys have a wonderful day. We can't wait to see who our winner is.